This is one of the best ways for beginners to lucid dream tonight. No experience needed, no time wasted. This method makes your lucid dreams even more vivid and real than most other techniques. On top of that, you go directly into the dream already lucid, which removes the biggest challenge beginners face: being able to stay in once they realize they're dreaming. And trust me, once that happens, your life will never be the same. So if you're ready to finally have your first lucid dream, let's get started. So, how does this method work? Well, there are really only two things you need to do in order to have a lucid dream with this technique. The whole idea is to wake up from a dream and then re-enter the exact same dream you were just in. The key part is knowing when to wake up during the night. If you naturally wake up from a dream, which usually happens between 4 and 6 hours into your sleep, then you're already in a perfect spot. But if you don't, that's completely fine. In that case, you'll need to set a self-stop alarm to wake you up in this window of time. You'll see why in just a second. Since most phones don't have a self-stop alarm, you'll need to download an app that does. I personally use Reminder with voice reminders and recommend it because it works perfectly. This isn't sponsored, it just happens to have exactly what's needed for this technique. The reason it needs to be a self-stop alarm is because just like in the filed method, the goal is to stay completely still once you wake up. It might feel a little strange at first, but learning to remain still and calm is what allows your mind to slip back into the dream seamlessly, which is the core of this technique. Now, this step isn't as simple as it sounds. Most people don't know exactly when their REM periods happen, which is when most dreaming occurs. So the best way to figure this out is to go to bed at the same time for a few days and experiment with different wake-up times. I know it might sound a little boring, but this is actually important for almost any lucid dreaming method. Patience here is key, and over time it becomes almost effortless. Try setting the alarm at different points in your sleep until you find the one that makes you wake up directly from a dream. This usually doesn't take long, and it can even happen on your very first night. For beginners, it's usually easy to tell whether you woke up from a dream or not. Not only will you remember the last dream vividly, but you'll also wake up with a unique feeling, almost like you were just doing something real in your sleep. It's subtle, but you'll notice a shift in awareness and mental clarity, which is a good sign you're on the right track. Once you've found the right time to wake up, you don't have to worry about it again, as long as you stick to a consistent bedtime and sleep schedule. You can still do this method without going to bed at the same time every night, but it's a bit trickier since you might not wake up from a dream, so I still recommend keeping your sleep time consistent. And once you've got this down, you're ready for the final step. After waking up to the alarm, you need to stay completely still and ideally clear your mind. The more your brain believes you're still asleep, the better this will work. However, if you wake up and immediately realize you weren't in a dream, here's a little secret that's really powerful. Set another alarm for 30 to 60 minutes after you just woke up and try it again once it wakes you up. This basically doubles your chances of success each night, and you can do this as many times as you want. Just don't do it after sleeping more than about 9 hours, because at that stage, you'll rarely hit a dream, and if you do, it's usually ending. The key is to stay relaxed and patient. Don't get frustrated if it takes a night or two to get it right. You also need to eliminate all possible distractions to maximize your chances. Even if 2 of these things are off, it might already be enough to make you fail. Make sure the room is completely dark. A sleep mask helps if needed, and remove any sounds that might bother or distract you. Be careful with drinking water before bed too, as it might make you need the bathroom and break your focus. If you naturally sleep on your back, that's the best position for dream re-entry. But if not, just keep whatever position you're in when you wake up. Once you've successfully woken up from the dream, it's time for the actual technique. Normally, when you wake from a lucid dream, the world starts fading, but you can often still picture it in your mind. You might still see it even as your real body feels lying in bed. Dream re-entering is usually easier from lucid dreams because you have this picture in your mind. But even if you're using an alarm and suddenly wake from a regular dream and the picture is gone, don't worry. You can still re-enter it. All you need to do is imagine the scene exactly as it was. Or even better, recreate it in your mind, almost like tricking your brain into thinking you're still there. The more realistic you can picture the dream, the better. Engage all your senses, what you were hearing, feeling, and seeing. Focus deeply on these, and if you do it well, you should start to feel like you're leaving your bed and entering the dream. In that moment, stay calm and just let it happen. That's it. It's super fast and easy to follow. You'll enter the dream already lucid, and it will feel much more vivid and real than regular lucid dreams. If you want to watch more lucid dreaming content like this, make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.